You know how we're often told that being alone can be a beautiful thing? Well, what if the very way we think about loneliness, the way we kind of romanticize it, is actually what's holding us back? Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful idea from Renuka Gavrani's book, The Art of Being Alone. It all comes down to the stories we tell ourselves and why it might be time to stop waiting for a hero. So let me ask you something and be honest. Do you ever get that feeling that you're just waiting? Waiting for that one big moment where your life is supposed to start. Almost like you're a character in a movie. You already know the plot by heart. I mean, we've all seen it 1,000 times, right? There's a character who's a little broken, a little lost, and then, boom, a hero figure swoops in. They fix everything, solve all the problems, and just like that, it's happily ever after. It's a really powerful fantasy. And that fantasy, well, it actually has a name. Gavrani calls it the movie plot fantasy. Let's really get into how these stories we love so much can quietly start to mess with our own expectations for our lives. Okay, so here's the breakdown. On one side, you have the plot we see again and again. A person is broken, another person saves them. The more we watch this, the more it creates this belief deep down inside us. Someone will come and rescue me from my problems. We start to think someone else is the answer. And here's where it gets dangerous. This isn't just some harmless daydream. The real problem, according to Gavrani, is that it convinces you of this one terrible lie, that you are not enough. It slowly teaches you that you just don't have the power to fix your own life. So what happens when you spend your life waiting for a savior who just never shows up? The consequences are honestly devastating. Gavrani uses this really chilling metaphor for it. She calls it a graveyard of hopes, and it really gets at the true cost of holding on to this fantasy. And she has this absolutely gut punch of a quote. She says, "If there is anything that can be crueler than death, it's nurturing false hope in your heart just to see it crushing every piece of you at the end." Wow. I mean, that's just a brutal but really honest look at the damage we can do to ourselves. So what does that damage actually look like in real life? Well, you end up feeling even lonelier than when you started. You find yourself mourning the loss of a person who literally never existed. And worst of all, by waiting for this imaginary hero, you betray yourself. You give up on your own power and end up digging a graveyard for your own dreams. Now, this whole waiting for a savior idea gets even more complicated when it smacks right into the reality of adult life. Gavrani has a name for this, too, the post-college reality. And it's a pretty harsh truth about how friendships work when we get older. And let me tell you, she does not pull any punches here. Her big argument is this. After college, you don't really make friends anymore. Not in that deep, soul-bearing way. You just network. Oof. It's a tough pill to swallow. Okay, so if waiting for a savior is a trap, what's the way out? This is where it gets really empowering. The solution isn't about finding a better hero to wait for. It's about becoming the author of your own story. And there's a pretty clear path to do it. Step 1, you have to actively decide to stop waiting. Just stop. Then, step 2, you have to realize your life isn't some movie that's already been written. It's a blank page. And that, step 3, gives you this incredible creative freedom, which leads to the most important part, step 4. Make the story about you, not about who might show up to save. So I'm going to leave you with this final, really provocative question from the author. She asks, you don't want to play the role of victim in your own life. Or do you? It's a serious question because it puts the pen and all the power that comes with it right back into your hands.